All right, you guys ready for some football talk? Carolina Panthers out here stunning the world, man. Who saw this coming? No, I didn't, man. Carolina Panthers knock off in a underdog role, a thrilling victory in historic Lambeau Field against the Super Bowl contending Green Bay Packers here, man. Here's my rapid reactions. Here's my initial thoughts here, man. Yeah, I know I don't post as often as I should, but you gotta listen to me when I talk. I know what I'm talking about. When I was posting on the Avid, man, I said early, if you go back and look early in my early videos, I said if the Carolina Panthers want to win, they have to take the ball out of Bryce Young's hands. Shout out to Delshon. I'm gonna pick on you a little bit today, but I don't mean no harm. I don't mean no harm. I remember you told me, you say, Big Cat, why you trying to hate on Chuba? I love you, brother. And my response, I said, Chuba will lose his job to Rico Dowdle. I said that shit in the offseason. I knew the caliber running back he was. I absolutely love Chuba, but I like Rico Dowdle a little bit more. And they're doing just exactly what the doctor ordered, right? I said this Carolina Panthers team, if they're gonna be good, shout out to Drew for that collab for that super sticker. He said, "Big Cat, how the hell the Panthers actually making me smile?" Man, you should be very extremely optimistic, dog. You should be extremely optimistic. You should be extremely proud. You know what I mean? This team right here, they resilient. They're gritty, they're tough, and they're playing the kind of football that Panthers fans have come to known in the history. You know what I mean? Shout out to Dusha. I said Chuba my dog, but yeah, feed Rico. I hear that. I hear that, dog. That's the recipe, man. I said it, man. I know I don't post a lot. No, I don't be on here, but I said that they got to take the ball out of Bryce's hand and they got to feed that ground game. Um, Shout out to Chris. What's up, brother? I'll say this. It's nothing that we haven't seen before, right? We seen with uh what's his name? Steve Wilkes. Steve Wilkes did it with two running backs. He took Deontay Foreman and Chuba Huber, and he literally won us into like a 7 game winning streak. Remember that? When Matt Rule got fired, Steve Wilkes literally won a 7 games with the same recipe. But I think this is more impressive because they literally got two caliber running backs and they're doing it with one, right? So what Steve Wilkes did with two running backs to win games, they're doing it with one. And Rico Dowdle, I'm telling y'all, man, I think he's gonna be my next jersey. I said it during the offseason. I hate to keep browbeating this, but I absolutely love Rico Dowdle, man. One of my favorite players on that team. Hard runner, man. He reminds me of Marion Barber. But I gotta say, man, shit, man. I mean, I got this team right now, if you ask me, probably about 8 wins. It's probably 8 win team here. Let's take a look at down the stretch here. Let me take a look down the stretch and look at this schedule here. Give me a second here. And I'm gonna give you my thoughts on this game a little more in depth here. I give you guys a good solid hour today. Let's see. Schedule. Let's see. We got the Saints, we got the Bucks, the Seahawks, and the Bucks. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. Hold on. Sorry. We got the Saints, the Falcons, the Niners, and the Rams. Those are our next 4 games. The Saints, the Falcons, the Niners, and the Rams. There's absolutely no way I can't see us splitting 2-2 over the next 4 games, right? If we take care of our business with no letdowns, I think we can beat the Saints easily. Falcons look like a mess. The Niners and the Rams probably gonna be a challenge, right? So I don't necessarily know about that, but we probably can come out of here clean with a 2 game split. The thing that the Panthers did was something I've been harping on, and that's dictating the game to your opponent. Shout out to this coaching staff. Shout out to the ownership, and everybody. Out the gate, they dictated to a Super Bowl caliber team. And make no doubt about it, the Green Bay Packers are a Super Bowl caliber team. And I actually got my money on them making it to the Super Bowl. With that good solid run game and that tough defense, and they got a pretty good quarterback in Jordan Love. We took a Super Bowl caliber team and we told them that we're going to play at our pace. We're going to slow it down. We're going to keep your quarterback off the field. We're going to hit you in the mouth with our defense. We're going to run it down your throat. Even from the coin toss, the fact that the Carolina Panthers came out and the coin toss, they took the ball instead of deferring it. That is a very gutsy, gritty move, right? You don't come out on historic Lambeau Field as a. I think if I was looking at the books, this was a plus 700 money line team. So in other words, if you bet $100 on the Panthers to win, you would have won $700. They were plus $700. I mean, they were plus 700 odds to win yesterday. You don't come out and you don't sit here and take the coin toss and say, I want to receive the ball. Historic Lambeau Field, good defense, Micah Parsons, Super Bowl caliber team, MVP quarterback, and say, I'm going to show you what time it is. But this whole era of toughness and grittiness, that's what was on display. The Panthers showed you their identity yesterday. They said that I'm going to come out here and we're going to dictate the pace of a game to you, man. And if I'm the Green Bay Packers head coach and if I'm the Green Bay Packers players, from the moment they flipped the coin and decided to receive, I would have been disrespected. I would have been disrespected. I would have came out and said, who the hell do you guys think you are taking the coin toss and receiving it? Don't you know you were underdogs? Don't you know nobody believes in you? Don't you know this is Green Bay, historic Lambeau Field? Don't you know this is the house that Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers built? But there was only one problem. The Carolina Panthers didn't get that memo. Keep pounding, baby. They didn't get that memo yesterday. And I'm proud of them, man. They showed up and they let it hang on them, man. And from the start, man, they just made Jordan Love uncomfortable. And I don't want to. I try to be even keel with things, right? Although it was a good win, we still only put up 16 points. And not only did we only put up 16 points, Bryce only threw for 100 yards. Um, what I will say is this, man. Despite the ugliness in the win, dog, we still were able to pull it off. There's still some concerns with this team, and the trade deadline is coming up, and I think the Panthers have to make a move for another weapon. And by another weapon, I don't mean like wide receiver. I mean offensive lineman. I'm deeply concerned that attrition is already setting in with this offensive line. Chandler Zavalia, man, God bless him, but I think it's time to let him go. It's time to let Chandler Zavalia go. I'm not sure what's going on with his health. He can't stay healthy, man. St. Damian Lewis get hurt as well, man. I'm not sure what's going on, but if you're serious right now about winning, if you're serious right now about trying to make the playoffs, you got to make a move for another star offensive lineman. I know Jalen Waddle's available. I don't think this issue right now is receiving the ball right now. Okay, we got T Mac. T Mac is going to be a star, but right now passing the game is non and void. Right? Even over this win streak that we had prior to the Buffalo Bills, we wasn't even really passing the ball like that. So to go out here and get a wide receiver, it just doesn't really make sense. What we do need to go do is go get some offensive linemen. Because one thing that good playoff teams do is they run the ball and they run that motherfucker consistently, right? Go back and look to the year where the Philadelphia Eagles won the Super Bowl with who was it? Was it Swift? No, that's when they had who's that dude we had on our team? Miles Sanders. Go back and look when they went to the Super Bowl with Miles Sanders and he had his best year. They ran the ball all well in the playoff. Go look at the Chiefs when they made it, man. I mean, they run the ball well in the playoffs. So if you're looking to make a dent in the playoff, you got to have offensive linemen that can stay healthy too. And so that's just food for thought there. Get in the comment section. I'm interested in hearing from you guys. What should we do at the trade deadline? Should we go make an offensive lineman? Should we try to go at the wide receiver? I mean, y'all let me know. I want to know from you guys, okay? Now back to this Green Bay game. As well as we played, you know what I mean? I still think we got a little bit lucky. I don't know if you guys know, but uh, we still can not stop the run. Last week we gave up over 200 yards to James Cook, and I'm telling you, them Buffalo Bills are for real, man. I don't necessarily blame us about that loss, right? I don't care if Andy Dalton was in. I don't think Bryce Young could have did much of anything against the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills are just out of our level, out of our league, right? We're not even in the same league, so I don't take it personal, and I don't think too much of it, right? It's just something that I knew was gonna happen. Far as this game, I'm really concerned about us stopping the run, because although we won. Josh Jacob was literally just churning butter on us all day long, including a touchdown that we gave up. We got a little bit lucky here because they got in the red zone 4 times and they only came away with 1 touchdown. Think about that. They came to the red zone 4 times and they came away with 1 touchdown. I'm not trying to be negative or nothing. We know when we played the Buffalo Bills, you know, when they got in the red zone, it was punching the clock on us. So um, why or how or what happened? Did the defense just match up well? Whatever. We made it work, okay? But it definitely you can't have that recipe going forward here. Um, I will say this: the defense did play a lot better. You know what I mean? They definitely played up to their competition, and I respect that. But you're not gonna find a quarterback of his caliber every week that's not gonna take advantage of those red zone trips. And I think what really saddens me about this team is this is a really, really unique team because I think they have what they need to be competitive, except at the quarterback position, right? I mean, I don't have any confidence in our quarterback because I feel like if we were to get in a position to where we couldn't run the ball, right? Obviously, it's working right now, but if we get in a position to where we're gonna have to pass the win, man, it's all but what she wrote. You know what I mean? Um, so yeah, that kind of concerns me a lot, man. But I'm at this point, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. It is what it is with Bryce, man. I'm not expecting for him to long as he don't turn it over, man. Shit, that's all I care. He had another turnover today, but long as he ain't out here costing us games like he did early, man. Fuck it, man. We got to ride with him. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So, we've seen this recipe before. We've seen it with the Alex Smiths of the world. We've seen it with I don't know if you guys remember Jimmy Garoppolo. Remember Jimmy Garoppolo? We've seen the same recipe with him, and we've seen where teams lean heavy on their run game to produce dubs, and they have good defense here. So, my only concern is we we got to be able to pass the ball, man. I can't stress that enough. I can't stress that enough, and I don't know if it's because his offensive lineman has been healthy, or I don't know what's going on why we can't get over 200 yards passing. I'm not sure, right? But this team potential is through the roof, man. I think they have every opportunity to really make some noise here, especially down the stretch. This was a game I didn't think that they could come out and play as well as they did. They neutralized Jordan Love. Tucker Craft looked like he was about to get off till he ended up getting hurt, man. You know what I mean? Romeo Dobbs, did what Romeo Dobbs do. And we did give up a big play to Christian Watson over the middle too. So little bit concerned, but here, man, this defense has never been what I consider elite. They always been a complementary defense, right? And that's exactly what they did yesterday, right? They gave us some gap plays, they gave us some huge chunks of yardage. You know what I mean? Couldn't stop the run, but they didn't allow too many points. You know what I mean? That's a complementary defense, not an elite defense that didn't stifle nobody. They did their part. And then we got lucky, missed some field goal. They missed a couple field goals and, missed out on the red zone opportunity, excuse me, weren't able to punch it in. So, it is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is here. I think their confidence should be through the roof. Now they're coming down to I think they're going to New Orleans next week, right? I think they got New Orleans next week. So let me see, hold on. Yeah, New Orleans coming to Carolina next week, man. You can't underestimate that. Hopefully that's not a trap game. I know New Orleans is tanking right now. They're probably gonna try to get the number one pick to do whatever they're doing. So as long as we're on the P's and Q's, we should be all right, man. But I kind of feel bad for Chuba. Although it is the right move to keep Rico Dowdle in there, I don't know if we should try to move on from him. He's been a good sport. I will give him that much credit. He's been a good sport about it. But at this point in time, I feel like we could bolster our team by making a move. We don't really have too much to trade, right? But Chuba, don't get it twisted. Chuba's still a solid back, man. It's just you know you got to ride the hot hand. You know what I mean? So I think we should consider moving him. You know what I mean? Maybe try to pick up another piece to help out with this offensive line or something like that. I don't know, but it is what it is. Shout out to Air Ray. He said 102 yards, big cat. That's all he had, but they happy with that. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, yeah. I'm very disappointed in Bryce, but I can't. Two things can be true, right? Two things can be true at the same time. I mean, Bryce can still not be the quarterback for this team, but this team can still be good, right? There's two things can be true at the same time, and that's what I believe. Um, this team is doing what I will be a hypocrite if I say they're not doing exactly what I told them to do, which is to take the ball out of Bryce Young's hand. You know, they're doing exactly what I asked them to do, but at the same time, Bryce Young's still not hitting on nothing, right? And from a fifth year option standpoint, you got to get ready to make a contractual stance on Bryce. You got to say, am I okay with paying a guy $40 million for 102-yard games and a turnover every damn week? Because he's gonna get you at least one turnover, and he's gonna throw for at least 100 yards every game. I mean, my God, I mean they're lowering his player props on prize picks to literally like 180 yards now, and he's not even clearing that. So I mean, yeah, man, you know what I mean. I'll say yesterday was just a chain of events to where everything happened right for us, right? Everything happened right for us, right? We were able to run the ball. You know what I mean? We got timely stops. We didn't break. They came away with no points after four. They only came away with one score after one touchdown after four red zone trips. It was just one of them things that went right for us. It's not always gonna be like that. I gotta stress that when you look at the games we won, man, we beat the Dolphins. You know what I mean? That was a shootout. We was able to run all over the Dolphins. We beat the Falcons in just what was an utterly dominant performance by the Falcons. I mean, by the Panthers, just a shutout dominant performance. To me, that was probably one of the most balanced games we played in a long time. Okay. Then we beat the Jets. The Jets weren't nobody. You know what I mean? The Jets are just a walking debacle. You know what I mean? Who else did we beat? Beat the Cowboys. It's kind of impressive too. You know what I mean? And beat the Packers, man. So you know what I mean. But push come to shove, man, you know what I mean? You got it, you're gonna have to pass that ball at some point. Yeah. You can't hide him forever, dog. You can't hide Bryce Young forever. I'm not saying go away from what works, right? Now, to me, that'll be the most stupidest take in the world to say, hey, man, I got a guy who's averaging 130 yards on the ground. Take the ball out his hand and throw it, make him throw it. That'll be stupid, right? From an offensive standpoint. So I'm not going to say that. Nigga, keep running the ball, but, just don't think it's going to be like this every day. Nigga, we got to play, some hellacious teams, dog. We got the Buccaneers. We still got the Seahawks. Y'all see what the Seahawks did? My God gracious. Goodness gracious. The Seahawks, Sam Darnold. And FYI, I got my Sam Darnold jersey in the closet. Yeah, I still got my Sam Darnold jersey. I don't know about you guys. I got my Sammy boy in the closet. Yeah. We got to place the Seahawks. We got the Bucks. We got the Rams and the Niners. So I'm willing to bet, if not all, at least two of those games, we're gonna have to. Bryce gonna have to make him a man out of a boy out of a man. You know what I mean? By throwing that ball. You know what I mean? Shout out to Elijah. What's up, man? What's up, Cat? He said we're going contrary to the league. We run the ball, play defense, and possibly can win the division. Tampa is injured. The Saints are tanking, and ATL is inconsistent. What's up, Uncle Elroy? Yeah, shout out to Elijah, dog. Yeah, all that's true. No lies here. You won't hear no rebuttal from me, dog. You won't get no rebuttal from me, man. I think the division is in play for us because of that. And I'm gonna go one step further, man. Not only is that the division in play, we might can get a wild card game, even if we got to go on the road, man. Or even if we let's say we win at home, right? Let's say we do win a division. I like our chances in a wild card game, at least for the first round. You know what I mean? Shout out to KJ. I like us at home because we run the ball. Playoff teams run the ball. The only problem is the deeper you go into the playoffs, you got to throw the ball at some point in time. So, but for a wild card game, yeah. Or let's say we don't win the division, but we still make the wild card and we got to go on the road. I like us on the road as an upset team. So, you know what I mean? Because what they did yesterday was they showed you that I can control the clock. I can keep that really good defense off the field. You know what I mean? And when your quarterback is on the field, we're gonna get to him. We're gonna harass him. We're gonna give him a hard time. Yeah. So with that kind of game time, you being able to dictate your game plan to let me tell you, the Packers are a good team, y'all. Y'all don't understand that. This is the first win I will actually say I would give the Panthers legit credit, dog. We got a little bit lucky, but ultimately, man, you know what I mean? I will give them credit. This is a good team. I have them as one of my Super Bowl picks. This is a really good team, dog. Really good team. And we dictated the game to them. With that mindset, dog, we definitely could fucking go on the road and pull. I said we had to go make a playoff team. Let me see something real quick. Let me see the standings. Hold on. Let me see this. NFL playoff standings. Let's see. Let me take a look at something real quick. Let me take a look at something. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm looking at the NFL playoff standing. Let me see where we sit right now. All right, so we're sitting at 9. Okay. So the first round team gets a bye, and then all the other teams play. Let's say we mess around and get the 8 seed, right? Let's see, what's that? 2, 8. More than likely, we'll be facing Tampa Bay. as of right now, if we had to face like Tampa Bay or something like that, Tampa Bay or somebody like a Seattle, if we mess around and get in the playoff as a wild card, not winning the division, not winning the division, just as a wild card. Shout out to Elaine for that super sticker. What's up, brother? If we got to slip in there and take on Tampa or take on Seattle as a road team, I think we can get them. I think we can get them. I think we can get them. I think we can get them because of the dictating factor. What we seen yesterday. That's as long as they stick to that script. As long as they stick to the script that where we're gonna, we're just gonna milk the clock and run the hell out of the ball. I think we could do it. Now, if we get a home game and we gotta face somebody else like that, you know what I mean? I definitely like us at home in the playoff. Yeah. Yeah, I might have to pull up. Definitely might have to pull up for that, you know what I mean? Shout out to Penn F. He says Canales should be coach of the year. Hmm. I wouldn't go that far, but yeah, man. You know what I mean, it's only 5 games, dog. You know what I mean? Hey, let him get 10 wins or something, then we can talk about that coach of the year stuff. But nah, man, he's doing all right. You know what I mean? Shout out to Big Rick. He said, "Do I hear Big Cat's Faith returning?" Hey, you got a good ear, man. I will say this. I'm a little more optimistic. You know what I mean? I'm a little more optimistic than I was week 2. Yeah, I'm a little more optimistic. You know what I mean? They put off a good little showing up there in Green Bay. You know what I mean? I can't pump fake, dog. You know what I mean? Got a lot, got a little lucky. Got a little lucky. You mean? Sometimes the ball bounced your way, and a couple times it bounced our way yesterday. So yeah. But I'm proud of this team, man. All jokes aside, man, I'm proud of them for being resilient. That's what life about, dog. You don't always figure shit out. You always don't know how it's gonna work out, and it's not always pretty in life. But you live to fight another day, man, and that's what they did. That's what they've been doing. They could have came out here feeling sorry for themselves after the Buffalo loss. They could have came out here and said, oh man, here we go again. We finna go on a 5 game slide. No, no. They came out here and they made their intentions clear that we're gonna come out here and we're gonna fight. We're gonna come up here and we're gonna show you that we belong here. We deserve to be on the same field as you guys. You know what I mean? The historical Lambeau Field. And that's what they did. Yeah. Unfortunately, man, you know what I mean. I just like I said, man. My only reservation still is with this quarterback, man, Bryce. Super nice guy, man. But you know what I mean, just not a real good quarterback. It's gonna be interesting, man. I mean, how do you guys see us proceeding? Let's say we mess around and win like 8 games. Okay. If we win 8 games, everybody's happy, everybody's super optimistic going into next year. But how do we proceed in the draft? What do we go in the draft? Do we go pick up another corner? Do we go pick up another lineman? And are you comfortable running with Bryce in another year? If we win 8 games with Bryce throwing for 100 yards, are you guys cool with running it back with him? I'm being honest. I'm not being facetious. Are you cool with running it back with him for another another season if he wins 8 games for 100 yards apiece? Because I don't know, man. Oh man, it's like I'm in college right now, man. So it's like when you're doing projects and group projects and stuff, and then there's one person in that group who just ain't really pulling their weight, but he gets the credit. You know what I mean? I've been doing projects, and you know what I mean. It's like that's how I feel about Bryce. You know what I mean? I see him all in the pictures smiling. I'm like, nigga, you didn't do nothing. You know what I mean? Hey, when we win, I see Bryce Young in the picture showing his teeth. I'm like, dog, we ain't do nothing. But you ain't do nothing, dog. Like you can step back. You know what I mean? I know that's bad. Maybe I'm wrong for that. You know what I mean? Shout out to KJ. He said, I'm not. Yes, sir. Big Rick said, TBD, to be determined. I hear that. Shout out to Tim. He said, bring in a real competition at quarterback, draft, or free agency don't matter. May the best man win. Yeah. I will say, well, I will say this right now. Well, I ain't gonna say that, man. Well, I was gonna say, shout out to Jaden Daniels. Prayers up for him. I don't know if you guys seen he had a major injury last night, but I don't know what their faith is in his recovery efforts. Maybe we could try to make a deal with the Commanders. You know what I mean? Right now, to me, if you ask me, Bryce Young's stock is as high as it ever will be. You know what I mean? He's getting part of the credit or whatever. I mean, maybe ship him there. You know what I mean? Even with the Chuba thing, I was thinking about that Miami Dolphins situation. Maybe we could send him to Miami and they can become, see what we're doing is we're showing the lead, bruh. We're showing the lead that there's a different way to win, right? We still can, everybody wants to talk about um how like you gotta throw for 400 or 500 yards to win. But we're showing the lead that we could take a running back and literally run for 130 or better every game and play solid defense to win. So maybe ship him down, maybe ship Chuba to Miami and allow for the Dolphins to try to replicate what we're doing. Because obviously Tua's not working, right? Tua ain't working. So if it ain't working, bro, you gotta find another way. So, maybe ship him down there. I don't know. I think Bryce could benefit from some quarterback competition, man. And I say we got to get rid of Andy Dalton in the future, man. We got to Andy's ran his ran. I mean, he ran his race. He's good. He's good to go. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. Shout out to the Packers, man. Shout out to the Panthers, man. I mean, they running the hell out of that ball, man. I got to tell you that. And I think it's time to get that Chuba jersey. I mean that Rico Dowdle. Listen. Don't be looking. Hey, don't be surprised here soon when I pop out with this Rico jersey, man. I don't know why they don't motherfucking make 5X's for big man. I want the white jersey, dog. They don't never got the white jersey in my size. I need a 5X white jersey. But I guess I gotta get the black one, man. They always make, the right size for the black one. Wonder what that's about. But you guys impressed, man? You guys feeling like, this is it? We finally made it, y'all. Y'all talk to me, man. I know it's Monday, y'all just not waking up or whatever, dog. But y'all proud of them? Y'all think we for real? There's a lot of transparency in this NFL this season, man. You know what I mean? A lot of transparency in this NFL, man. I mean, who would have think some of the teams that are winning, including us? So this should make for an interesting playoff, man. Let these guys mess around and be a sleeper team to make the Super Bowl. Boy, I'm going nuts. If we mess around in somehow, some way, I'm not saying we will. I'm not saying we will. Mess around and let us, get in the Super Bowl. Boy, I'm going crazy, bruh. I'm going crazy. This division is very winnable, man. Y'all do realize that, right? Division very winnable. The Buccaneers aren't healthy. Falcons ain't nothing. The Saints ain't nothing. We get a home game. You know what I mean? The playoff is a whole different atmosphere, dog. I want you guys to understand that. Everything goes out the window. Everybody is 0-0. We're built for an upset, dog. We're built to upset, whether it's on the road or at home. We're built for upset. Now you're probably going to struggle with you know, a little more pushback when you got to face a team like the Eagles or probably like the Seahawks or hell, or even the Rams or somebody like that. The NFC West, if we run into any one of those guys, except the Cardinals, well, we lost to the Cardinals, but we probably gonna have a handful. The Seahawks, the Rams, and the Niners, which we all play. All those teams are 6-win teams right now. You do know that, right? So we had to face one of them teams in the playoff. That might be a tough feat, but shit, dog, man. I mean, we already took out my favorite MVP team or Super Bowl contender team is the Packers. So shit, man. Although on paper it looks tough, man. Who knows, man? If you got that same mentality we had last night, man. Shit, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised how far this team can go. Let me get to the comments section. Shout out to Tariq Abraham. What's up, man? I think we have a shot at the playoffs. I like what I'm seeing. They can't write us off anymore. Yeah. Yeah, at this point, man, it'll be disrespectful to not even kind of uh acknowledge what has been done, right? I mean, it's still I respect the pessimistic approach, right? The outlook. I think at some point, you got to question Bryce' ability to drive the ball. You know what I mean? You got to be able to question us far stopping the run, and so I do understand why people are still reserved. I'm one of them. I'm slightly reserved, but in the same breath, you will be you're just hating if you're not coming out and saying, okay, these niggas are finding a way to win. They win it ugly. They win it very ugly, but they're finding a way to do it, man. So you know, yeah, I'm confident that if we did, man, I'm not saying that we will, but if we did, I think we'll be all right. Shout out to Tim. He said, I'm not sold, but I'm optimistic. There you go. There you go. That's a simple way to put it, brother. Me too. Yeah, I'm not sold. Yeah, I'm not sold 100%, but I'm optimistic. Yeah. I put it to you like this. If the Carolina Panthers was a girl, Carolina Panthers was a girl, yeah, I would have a chub right now. Not a fully, but I chub up. Yeah, shout out to yeah, shout out to Derek B. He said as long as they keep running heavy plays, solid defense, and Bryce manages the game. Yeah, but that's my thing. I think the deeper you go into the playoff, that game manager shit got to go out the window. You got to let it fly. But yeah, you know, yeah, I mean it's working right now, dog. You know what I mean? I can't come in here and cry about something that's working. I'm not gonna do it. You know what I mean? Long as that motherfucker out there throwing 10 interceptions and 2 fumbles and fuck it. I guess I have no choice but to be okay with it. I'll be a hypocrite. This is the very same thing I preach. Go back and look at them old ass videos I put up here. This is the very thing I preach that they have to do to win, and they're doing it. So kudos to them. Shit, I ain't got too much to say about it, man. I mean, I don't like it, man. I don't like that we got a quarterback that can only throw for 100 yards, but we winning, man. So I got to deal with it, brother. KJ said if we made it to the Super Bowl this year, I'm going AP. Fact. Same. Shout out to Rodney. What's up, man? He said we balling, man. I don't care how the game go right now. We hot right now. We got to get back to the bank this week. Absolutely. Absolutely. We got the Saints coming into the bank, man. And, I just don't want it to have a letdown, right? The Saints are reeling right now. The Saints are tanking. The Saints ain't got nothing going on for themselves. So, should be able to take care of business. Shout out to Rodney. He said, the year we went to the Super Bowl with Jake, some of those wins were ugly as hell. Yeah. Yeah, man. DeMarcus, what's up, man? He said, I wasn't sold on it, but as a right direction. Yeah, I think we're headed in the right direction. Yeah, yeah, I feel like that. Yeah, I bet so. That. We headed in the right direction, y'all. Headed in the right direction. Hell, I had this team at, what, 6 wins? We already at 5, man. And because we won games there, I'd expect for us to win. I like to add 3 more to the win column. I think we go for 8. I think we can go for 8. I think we can go for 8 wins, man. I had us at 6 this whole year, but shout out to them. Shout out to Solid. He said, we are one of the biggest, hear me out, in the leagues because of Bryce Young's. Yeah. Man, who would think that Sam Darnold would be an MVP candidate right now, man? If we had a Sammy D on this team, imagine how that would look, and playing the way we playing. So, you know what I mean? I do think he's the crutch that holds us back, but, you know, it is what it is, man. Shit, man. I can't really, cry too much, I guess, whatever. Cause we're winning. Shout out to Nightmare. He said, as long as we win an ugly win, I don't care. I love Rico Dowdle. Put him in the Pro Bowl. Yeah, yeah, I don't want, yeah, yeah, yeah. Shout out to his personal accolade. Yeah, they're gonna run his ass into a checkbook. Rico Dowdle running into his checkbook. You know what the coolest thing about Rico Dowdle is? He's from Asheville, North Carolina. Shout out to Western Carolina, man. I went to school in Western Carolina. Went up to Mars Hill, literally like 10 minutes from Asheville, man. So, um, shout out to the Biltmore, man. Beautiful place up there too. But yeah, it's good to see a fellow Western Carolina brethren doing what he's doing. So I'm a fan of his. I'm a big fan of Rico, man. Do your thing, nigga. Shit. Get down, boy. Shout out to the market. He said if we kept Sammy Darnold, we probably would win the Super Bowl. Yeah, yeah. So let me take a look and just kind of predict here, man. Let's just kind of predict something real quick. Now, obviously, I don't know the future here. We're sitting here at 5 wins. Let's take a look at our games we got coming up. We got the Saints that should be 6. We got the Falcons that should be 7. We got the Niners on Monday Night Football. I got that as a loss. Then we got the Rams on the 30th. That should be a loss. Then we go back to New Orleans. That should be win number 8. Then we got the Buccaneers. That's a toss up, man. At home, damn, at home. Um, I said that's 9. Shit, that's 9 right there. Then we got Seattle. That's a loss. And then we got the Buccaneers on the road. I think that's the loss. The reason why I'm giving Buccaneers on the road a loss is because you got to understand they're going to be fighting for a wild card spot. If we beat them on the 21st of this year and we got to face them on January 4th, that essentially means they're fighting for a wild card spot. So my prediction is we beat them at home in a tough game, but we mess around and lose to them in Seattle on the road, which puts them in a wild card spot, but we win the division. So Saints, that's win number 6. Falcons win number 7. Lost to the Niners, lost to the Rams, win number 8 over the Saints, win number 9 over the Buccaneers, lost to Seattle, lost to the Buccaneers. So I think we get 9 wins and we win the division, and the Buccaneers go on the road. So no, Baker ain't out, but they hurt, dog. Yeah, all them niggas hurt, bro. All them wide receivers and shit hurt, homie. Yeah, all them niggas hurt down there, dog. hmm So man, I'm saying 8 wins, man, maybe 9. I think we win the division, 9 wins and win the division, and we host the playoff game, man. You know, I guess I went from hating to appreciating. That's if we keep playing the way we playing. Now, mind you, this is a contingency. Again, let me repeat myself. This is a contingency. I can see us with 9 wins, dog, and a divisional crown. I thought Baker would be, on his P's and Q's, man. The only thing that can really stop this if let's say the Bucks get healthy. I don't know what the status is of Godwin, Evans, and stuff down there, but yeah, but nigga, shit, man. Shout out to Tim. He says Tucker Craft got an ACL tear. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Tucker Craft was having a monster year, man. Sorry to hear that. Hope he gets well. Shout out to KJ. He said we pretty good at home this season. Yeah, yeah. We got the Rams at home. You think we're gonna you think we're gonna beat the Rams at home, KJ? KJ, I make a bet with you. I put up $200, dog, that we won't beat the Rams at home. Get in my inbox. Inbox me, bruh, if you want to take that. Do him like SC base. Yeah, I'm gonna do him like SC base. You said we play good at home. We got the Rams at home in about 3 weeks. I got 200 on it, dog. And I can go. Hey, I can go up as high as five if you want to. I'll go up as high as 500 if you want to, brother. You know my money good. You know my money good. Come on now. You know my money good. Shout out to DeMarcus. He said somehow we can win 9 or 8 games. I'll be okay with that. Yeah. Shout out to Tariq Abraham. He says, I think we can beat the Niners. They ain't all that. Sir, do you know what that Niners game is? That Niner game is Monday Night Football. Christian McCaffrey plays the Panthers for the first time. Not the first time. Yeah, the first time in primetime game. Primetime game. No, sir. That nigga Christian McCaffrey gonna go AP. Christian gonna have like 200 yards rushing, 200 yards receiving, 200 touchdowns. I don't think so. Not on no Monday Night Football. I don't think so. Shout out to Chris. He say, you slick hating like SC when they came up because the Panthers. Fact, fact. Shout out to KJ. He said, "Nah, I ain't AC. I'm smart." He better not take that bet. Easiest money in the world. Shout out to Big Rick. What's up, Big Rick? He said, "How about Ryan Fitzmagic?" Yeah, where is Ryan Fitzmagic? You know what? You know what? You know what? That's not as crazy as you think, man. I think Ryan Fitzmagic can give us a good what? What we got? About 6 weeks in it? So what we got? 6, 8 weeks left? 6, 7 weeks left? Let me go call Fitzmagic. That'll be a good little fit for us. I wish Kirk Cousins wasn't so expensive, man. I know he looked bad recently, man, but we just need a veteran quarterback that can come in and just slang that motherfucker for like the next couple of weeks. You know what I mean? Somebody where if we got in a shootout with Seattle, like with Seattle or somebody like that, or the Rams or somebody that could come in here and I could feel comfortable with us slanging that thing. You know what I mean? When we got to. And I'm not saying we want him coming here throwing the ball 40 times. That's not how we win. But don't believe that we ain't gonna have to face one of them games. You know what I mean? We need a quarterback like that. Yeah. Shout out to MJ for that super sticker. Big Cat, what's up, MJ? Thank you for that super sticker, brother. KJ said, rock solid. Nah, fam. The Charlotte life brainwashed. Nigga, I hear that. Yeah, I think we lose to the Niners, but man, I'm proud of this team, man. Shit. They're definitely overachieving. They're definitely overachieving. And when you look at this roster, man, there's no really glaring superstar. We got a couple star players. I think Derek Brown is a star. I think J.C. Horn is a star. And hell, I think Rico Dowdle, man, I don't know why the league slept on him so hard, man. Please, man, I'm not trying to get you to click my videos, man, but please go back and listen to what I said about him. It's like I didn't know why a 1,000 yard rusher was unemployed or let go or traded or whatever the fuck they did to him. I'm like, how did the league not see who this guy was? When I literally turned on the tape and watched him, I said, "There's no way that the league let this guy go. Nobody wanted him." Bro, go back, please go back and watch the video. I said, "How the hell this happened?" I knew he was a star. This dude's a stud. I'm still baffled how the NFL as a whole, 31 teams said, "Oh yeah, we cool." When you could have got him for a little next to nothing. Shit's mind-boggling, man. And I love the way he runs because he's a violent runner, but he's also a very concise runner. Did y'all see where several times during the Packers game when he was running, he was letting the blocks form. He was running and hesitating and letting the block set up, and then he'll hit that burst. It's like, man, it's I love it, dog. He lets the blocks form. Once he lets the blocks form, and he see a crease, he just zoom. His acceleration is through the roof, dog. Nigga's a very good runner, man. I don't know how niggas slept on that nigga, dog. Niggas don't know football, man. Bro, I swear I need to become a GM, man. A scout, man. At least give me a scout. I don't know how the niggas slept on that nigga, bro. That nigga good, man. My brother's a Cowboys fan, so unfortunately, we had the pleasure of watching him a lot last year. Shout out to Big Greg. He said not Ryan Fitzpatrick. I'm talking about the kicker, Ryan Fitzgerald. Oh, okay. Yeah, he's a clown too. Shout out to Nightmare. He say, I was hyped when Rico got dubs. Yes, sir. I'm thankful the Cowboys let him go. Absolutely, you should be. What do y'all think about his Key and Peele touchdown celebration? I don't know if you guys watched that, but Key and Peele, that's a pretty funny show that was on Comedy Central. It kind of replaced the Dave Chappelle show, but it was really funny, man. Really funny. He did the little touchdown celebration. Almost cost us too. What do y'all think about it? Y'all think it was sus? Y'all think it was sus? And what do y'all think about touchdown celebrations in general? Literally, he got around a group of guys and started shaking his junk. How do we feel about niggas celebrating by shaking their junk in front of 10 teammates? Well, shout out to the Panthers, man. Almost cost us the game, man. I don't know, man. I'm kind of over these celebrations, man. I get the whole creativity, having fun. And let me ask you this, man. And maybe I'm thinking a little too much here, but are these celebrations like planned in practice? Like do they have like a period where they go over all the celebrations they're gonna do? Because there's no way in hell that every celebration that these players come up with, they don't take time to plan them, right? That's what kind of make me feel like the NFL be rigged because how you know you gonna score? And how you know you got the dance perfectly? Do every nigga out there that on offense go like, all right, guys, after we do 2 minute drill, after we do red zone, we're gonna have celebration time. You know what I mean? do they do they all go in the corner? All right, Rico, practice your celebration. All right, T Mac, practice your celebration. Like how does everybody like plan this shit? You know what I mean? Do they all just like kind of, or do they get together after practice and just stop, practicing stuff? Like I don't know, man. I'm okay with celebrating, man, but this some of this shit just getting going too far, man. You know what I mean? I like the old school celebration, nigga slam dunk a field goal, or you know what I mean, throw a ball in the stands, or even hop up in the stands or something like that. But a lot of this shit just becoming real. It's kind of it's overkill now. You know what I mean? One celebration I do like is with the Lions be doing, man. They be killing it, dog. With Amon St. Brown and Jamari Gibbs, that Superman statue. That was dope. Man, that was dope. Yeah, but starting to become a little overkill, man. Shout out to Tim. He said let them celebrate. I hear you. Nightmare says I believe the NFL should let us celebrate whenever they want to. I hear that. KJ says they let who they want to get away with it. Yeah, they let who they want to get away with it. Yeah, yeah. Shout out to Hidalgo. What's up, Hidalgo? He says 7-4 when they visit San Francisco and Christian McCaffrey Monday night. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I think we could beat the Saints. I think we beat the Falcons, and then we gonna face Christian McCaffrey on Monday Night Football. And if you think we're gonna stop Christian McCaffrey on Monday Night Football, then you definitely smoking that ready. Monday Night Football, Christian McCaffrey will have a slice of our ass on 2 pieces of bread with cheese and mayonnaise. It's gonna be fun, man. Hey, I'm telling you right now, I'm not advising you or nothing, but I'm just kind of giving you a little advice here or whatever. I guess not. Well, I guess I am advising. Um, Monday Night Football. If you guys want to go ahead and make some money, when the line first drops, when the line first drops for the Panthers versus um, the Niners, you better take Rico Dowdle and Christian McCaffrey's rushing yards over before they start bumping them and moving them. When they first drop, if I were you, I would put $200. Put down like $200 on a two man over Rico Dowdle's rushing yards and Christian McCaffrey's rushing yards when we play each other. Because I promise you, it's gonna be a show. It's gonna be a show between the both of them, man. Them niggas might have 400 yards rushing together. It's gonna be good. Mm-hmm. All right, here, man. Let me give you my final thoughts. Get out here, get my day started here. Good win by the Carolina Panthers over the Green Bay Packers. Shout out to Rico Dowdle. Finally, man, they decided to just go with a one running back approach over a committee. And kudos to this defense, man. Rosenboom was all over the place. Trevor Mooring got his interception. You know what I mean? Even Trayshawn Wharton, man, with his sack. His defense were flying around. They made life tough on Jordan Love. Four red zone trips, only one touchdown they came away with. Um, this offense still got a lot to go. You know what I mean? As far as the passing game, I think this wide receiver group is too talented to not be able to pass the ball. I mean, you got T Mac, who to me is the rookie of the year if we can get him some touches. And then you got Jalen Coker, who I honestly believe in, but they just, haven't been able to get it to him. This defense was able to make life tough on Jordan Love, but it didn't come without some mistakes as well. Still gave up over 100 yards rushing combined with still gave up over 100 yards rushing combined with Josh Jacobs and Emmanuel Wilson. And we also gave up one touchdown on the ground. And Jordan Love was still able to throw for 273 yards and including game high receiver, 91 receiving yards for Romeo Dobbs. Had a big play we gave it to Christian Watson. So we still got a lot to work on, but I would be a liar if I told you this shit wasn't impressive. Very impressive, man. Went on the road, hostile environment, and we answered the call. We answered the call. We showed up. We played tough, and we dictated the game to uh, to a very good team. And that goes from coaching. That goes from players being self accountable. They did what they were supposed to do. My optimism is rooted in the fact that if we still continue to execute the script at what we're doing now, I think we could be a divisional winning team. I think we could be a wild card team. I think we could go on the road if we didn't win a division and win at least one game in the playoff. That's if we implement the script that we've been doing. Okay. So with that being said, man, y'all keep pounding, man. Shout out to you guys. Make sure I hit the like button, share if you want to. And yeah, man. Hey, let's see what next week holds, man. Y'all be good, man.